Hey guys, I just wanted to real briefly talk to you real quick. This week you're going to be doing centimeters and meters. And centimeters and meters are something that they use in other countries to measure things, but you also need to be familiar with it. Sometimes people think they're easier because they are in groups of 10. For example, the smallest is kind of, our smallest unit of measurement is an inch. Okay, and then we go half inches, quarter inches, things like that. Their smallest unit of measure is a millimeter. And it's every one of these tiny little marks that you see. Every little mark is a millimeter. And there's 10 of them in 1 centimeter. Okay, and then their measurement that's closest to our inch is the centimeter. Okay, it's a little bit smaller, and you can see that when you're looking at your ruler. It's almost 3 centimeters per inch. Okay, but that's their closest. They don't have a measurement like we do, like a foot. Okay, we have a foot. They don't have that. Their next measurement is mostly the meter, which is similar to our yard. Okay, but it's still a little bit different. Okay, and you can kind of see that when you're looking at your ruler. Okay, for instance, in order to get 3 of these rulers to equal a meter, you're going to have to add about 3 centimeters to the end of your ruler, kind of like mine. And then 3 of these would be 99 centimeters, which is real close to 100 centimeters to make a meter. Okay, so here's our yardstick. And if we were going to have a meter stick, it would look about like this. This is how long, that's how much longer a meter stick is than a yardstick. Okay, and I should show you this way where you can see 36, and then I add that much, about 10 centimeters. So it's real close when you're measuring with a meter. This you can still eyeball 3 of these, but you want to kind of add at least 3 more centimeters to each one when you're measuring meters. Okay, don't forget now, turn your ruler over to the centimeter side. Make sure you're measuring with the centimeter side. Okay, now one of the lessons that y'all had a lot of trouble with last week was when it asked you to measure an object in inches and yards. Okay, they want you to measure the same object. Okay, so look at let me see if y'all can see this thing up here. You can see right here. If I was going to measure this sign in inches, or it was inches and feet, that's what it was. So I'm going to put it on the edge. That's 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, and about a half. So I would say 3.5 feet that sign is. Okay? But 3.5 feet then is 12, 24, 36, and then 6 more inches would be 42 inches. So I measured that same item. In feet it was 3.5 feet, and in inches it was 42 inches. Okay, so you're measuring the same object just using 2 different measurements. And this week it's going to be centimeters and meters. Okay, so just so you know, centimeters are a little bit smaller than an inch. And you can see that on your ruler. Because right here is 1 inch, and that's 1, 2, 3 centimeters. Okay, and like I said, if you add 3 centimeters to the end of your inch ruler, then you can use 3 of these to get a meter, because there's 100 centimeters in a meter. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's kind of confusing. Y'all are doing wonderful. Another thing that you're going to see this week is wacky measurements, where most of the time when you're measuring things, you're going to start it at that 0. Remember, they talk about line the 0 up. Okay, but there's going to be a question on one of your pages that doesn't line it up. It's called a wacky lineup, kind of like this guitar. Okay, you can see that they put the guitar on 1 and it ends on 5. That doesn't mean it's 5 centimeters, okay, because it started on the 1. You start here and you count 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. Okay, let's look at another one. This little guitar. They started it on the 1 and ends on the 5. That's not 5 centimeters. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 centimeters. So don't get tricked on that one question that starts in the middle. Okay, look at this fence. Okay, this fence did start on the 0. Okay, I think they're doing inches on this one. Sorry, they are doing inches on this, but it'll be the same as in centimeters. Okay, so if it starts on the 0, then you can go to the end and look. This is 4 inches long. Okay, let's look at this fence though. They started it on the 3 this time, and it ends on the 7. That's not 7 inches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Okay, let's look at this game board. Starts on the 1, so you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. All right, and the last one is a ladybug. They measured again. They started on the 1 instead of the 0, so it's not 2 inches. It's just 1 inch. Okay, so be careful. I know there's a problem this week that starts it in the middle. Okay, it's not where it ends. You need to count how many. All right, hopefully that helps. Good luck. Have a good week. Bye.